Jenny, are you there? Can we talk?
Oh, hello, Cynthia, was it? I'm on my company break now, so I'm okay for 10 minutes or so.
Oh, I see. You're talking to your future, possible mother-in-law, and you give me a time limit to talk?
That has nothing to do with it. It's just that this is the only opportunity for a little free time. I'm really busy the rest of the day. I need this break.
But if you are going to get along with me in the future, I recommend that you make me your priority.
I really can't make such a promise.
Excuse me?
Anyway, what's this about? I don't have much time left on my break. I have to shut off my phone when my break ends, so I would appreciate it if you could get on with it.
Your precious little break, huh? All right. Well, your attitude is part of it too, so yes, let's get on with it. I'm contacting you because, well, I want you to quit your job.
Pardon me?
I said, if you want to marry my son, I want you to quit your job.
Why should I do that?
Because it would interfere with you being a good housewife. That's why. If you can't do that, well, I will not allow you to marry my son. I would ask you to terminate the relationship.
That's being a little selfish, wouldn't you say?
It's that, or you're gone. I will not change my views.
I really don't think Brad agrees to this. I mean, he has a say in this too.
Brad has nothing to do with it. If I say no, he'll go along with it without question.
Are you serious?
Yes, of course I am. I know my son. Brad has always been obedient. He cares for his mother and father. Although I was surprised that he picked a woman like you. But I'm sure you talked him into all this. I don't know what you said to him, but I know you probably tricked him. I'm sure if I have a little talk with him, he'll realize his mistake.
Do you really think I tricked Brad into loving me? Why would I even do that?
Oh, please, just pipe down, would you? I don't want to hear any more of your back talk. I was right. You really need more discipline if you're going to marry my son. I will allow you to marry my son if you agree to quit your job and have me train you to be a good housewife. If you can't do that, I will not give my blessing to this marriage.
I'm sorry, my client just arrived. I have to go. We'll talk later.
Huh? What? Wait a second, Jenny. Just have the guy wait. This is more important. Didn't I just say to give your future mother-in-law top priority? Jenny, pick up. You will regret treating me like this.
Hey, Brad, when do you think I should tell your mom about my job?
I'm not sure. I guess it all depends on your dad's situation. Hey, did Mom contact you and say something?
Yeah, she said if I didn't quit my job, she wouldn't allow me to marry you.
Wait, what?
Maybe you should take a look at my line conversation with her today. Probably way faster. I'll send that portion to you.
Alright, go for it. Oh my god, what the hell is this? Doesn't she realize what kind of trouble we'd be in if you quit your job? Besides, I'm the one marrying you, not her. It's what I want.
Thanks for that, Brad. Makes me feel way better. But no matter what she says, there's no way I'm going to quit my job. Or should I say, it's impossible.
Yeah, well, I guess she doesn't know all the details, so she'll say what she wants.
Yeah, I guess you're right. We're just two people who fell in love and plan to get married. But it's really not that simple. There's that little point about your father that makes it complicated.
Yeah, I know. I really didn't want to tell my mom about it so soon, but she brought up the thing about introducing this girl. My mom, the great matchmaker. She was always trying to introduce me to one prospective wife or another. Anyways, it all depends on my dad, I suppose.
Maybe we should sit down with your dad sometime soon and discuss this. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe we have no other choice. The situation between you and Mom is getting way out of hand. Probably better to straighten this thing out ASAP.
Yeah, let's do that. Thanks, Brad.
Jenny, are you there? Or are you on your break and you can't talk? Just so you know, I called your office and told them that you'll be retiring from the company.
Excuse me?
I recently came into some interesting information. Apparently, you work for a company that does business with my husband's company. Is that true?
Where did...
This makes everything way easier. I told them all the negative aspects that I learned about you ever since Brad brought you home. I told them straight up, if you don't fire her right this minute, my husband will terminate all accounts with your company.
Hold on a second. What did you just say? What's going on? Mother? Why go so far?
My husband's company is one of the biggest and most influential companies around here. I figured your company was a mere subcontracting company, and you're just a lowly desk clerk. I'm right, aren't I? I'm sure the company HR department will contact you pretty soon, so you better be ready to accept the consequences. If you had just obeyed my request, I wouldn't have taken it this far.
Mother, I really don't know what you're talking about.
Now come on, Jenny. Look at the bright side. Now that you have no job, you can marry Brad, and I can start teaching you how to be a good housewife. What more can you ask for? I did you a favor.
I can't understand why you would go so far to make me quit.
It's for your own good.
Okay then, I guess I'll just have to terminate all negotiations with your husband's company.
Pardon me?
Cynthia, I know you've never worked a day in your life. I think that fact has worked to your disadvantage.
What are you talking about?
I have no problem with you being a full-time housewife and mother, don't get me wrong. But just because your husband owns a company doesn't give you the right to chime in regarding business matters. And I have to be honest, what you just did, that's blackmail. And you did it without even understanding the circumstances.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. After all that, you still talk like that. Well, that means I'm going to have to give you an even tougher curriculum. You better be ready for lots of sleepless nights.
I think it's going to be you who won't sleep well moving forward.
Excuse me?
I'm not sure how you'll take this. Will you just sulk and give up, or will you deem this as a lesson learned and change your ways? Which will it be? It's all up to you, Cynthia.
I'm sorry, but I have no idea what you're talking about. I can't understand you, Jenny. Why can't you make a little bit more sense and accept who you are? Jenny, pick up right this minute. We have to talk. What am I going to do? My husband just asked me for a divorce. He said that in order for the company to avoid bankruptcy, I'm an impediment. He said I would drag the company down. On top of that, he said that you're the CEO of the company my husband is working with. That can't be right, can it? Apparently, your company is way bigger and more influential than my husband's.
Yes, that's right. I really hate comparing our respective companies. You know which is bigger or more influential. We all have our good points and bad points, but your husband's company is currently on the verge of bankruptcy. And with the loss of a major client, that may be inevitable.
Why? Why did things end up this way?
I would ask you the same question, Cynthia. Why?
I really don't know.
It's because you've been obsessed with status. Brad was slated to take over from your husband someday as president. You figured you were the head of the family, as if you were the first lady, so to speak. You even used the employees of the company as your own personal staff, ordering employees to pick you up in the company car and take you shopping or to a luncheon with friends. I heard you even had employees come to your house to clean up and cook. Some even complained that you yelled at them, demanding that they take priority for you rather than the company. As a result, several key employees ended up resigning. The company was left with an inadequate workforce. They were not able to continue projects that were prematurely postponed due to the resignation of some of those key project managers. Well, subsequently, it had adverse effects on some of the company's major projects.
But I was only trying to...
Many of those major clients had no other choice but to terminate their contracts due to lack of progress. That's where my company stepped in. We looked over the finances and future potential of the company and decided to acquire the company. Simply put, we bought you out.
Bought us out? You mean your company purchased my husband's company? You own our company?
Yes. I won't get into the details regarding the negotiations, but some aspects of your husband's company, such as experience and connections in the industry, would be an advantage to us. Your husband made the decision to sell the company to us rather than see it go bankrupt. I think it was a very hard decision for him, but it was the right one in my opinion.
Bankrupt? Bought out? What's going on?
I'm sure your husband kept this all from you because he knew you would do something stupid to disrupt negotiations.
He kept that from me?
I'm sure you noticed that company employees have ignored your requests lately. Your husband already puts the gears into motion. It was only a matter of time before he was no longer the owner. So he told his employees to pay no attention to you, to just ignore you.
He did that?
We conducted negotiations numerous times over the last several months. It involved your husband, Brad, who was slated to take over the company, as well as me and my top executives. In the end, your husband opted to sell the company rather than see it go bankrupt. As for Brad, we decided that he would take over as vice president of the newly formed company, a subsidiary of my company.
Brad is going to be vice president of this company? And who's going to be the CEO of this company?
That would be me, for now.
Well, it should be Brad!
That was not solely my decision. It was voted on by the board of members, a sound business strategy. Well, during this time, Brad and I started seeing each other on occasion. First, it was all business, but gradually we got to know each other. Well, you know the rest. And that's where we are right now.
If that's the case, could you talk to my husband and ask him to rethink this divorce?
You want me to persuade him?
Yes, that's right. It's the least you can do for me. If you do that, I'll let you work for however long you want, and we can forget all about that housewife training, and I'll give you permission to marry my son Brad. What do you say?
I don't need your permission to keep working or to marry Brad. I'll do as I please.
Pardon me? How could you say that?
I wish you would get this through your head that you have no power to change any of this.
Please, Jenny, don't be that way. Listen to me.
I believe your lawyer is on the way to discuss your divorce. You're probably pretty busy, so I'd better get going. Bye! 2 months later, we welcomed some new staff members to our company. Several members from the newly acquired company and our team started working together, and things got off to a great start. As for Cynthia, the divorce proceedings went through without a hitch, with her husband providing her with a reasonable financial package, and even introducing her to a fairly good employment opportunity, but on her first day on the job, she took an overly long lunch break without permission and got fired on the spot. She's never worked a proper job before and does not possess any sort of work ethic, it seems. So all she had to live on was her modest divorce money, but that hit rock bottom pretty quick. She ended up coming to me and Brad for help, but Brad brushed her off. She had no choice left but to return to her parents' place in the country. I hear she's living in some beat-up apartment there, working at some local grocery store, trying to make ends meet.
Sorry, Rosetta, I missed the final train today again.
What? Again? Augusto, this is the third time this week. Are you alright?
It can't be helped. We had a drinking party with everyone in the department today, and yesterday we had one for the new employees.
I guess drinking parties can't be helped, but I don't think drinking so much as to miss the final train is good for your body.
Tomorrow's a day off, so who cares?
Tomorrow we have a meeting to decide the details of our wedding ceremony, right?
Oh, that's right. Fine, I'll meet you at the wedding venue tomorrow. A colleague said he's going to let me stay with him tonight.
Really? It's fine if you have a place to stay, but don't be late tomorrow, okay?
Yep. I'll go to bed because I'm tired already. Good night.
Hi, Rosetta. This is Vale, an old friend of Augusto's. What? Oh, hi. Long time no see, Vale. We haven't met since you came to Augusto's house to greet his parents for the wedding, right? Oh, but how did you get my contact information? Did we exchange it when we met? We didn't, but I did a bit of looking on Augusto's phone and got it from him. I see. So, is there something you wanted to tell me? Check the mailbox at your apartment right now. What? Something very interesting should be in it. Something interesting? It's not something dangerous like an explosive or poison, so don't worry. You saying it like that makes me worried. Just hurry up and check your mailbox. Understood. Hold on. What is this? So you saw it. You're the one who told me to check my mailbox. Why are there marriage papers with the name of you and Augusto written on it? Augusto is my fiancé. Oh, those aren't real marriage papers. They're just copies. It wouldn't do if you ripped them apart after all. I can see that it's a copy. If you went so far as to send me a copy, then I guess that there's a real one and you're not just joking? Of course. You see, it was my dream since I was a child to become Augusto's wife. Which is why, whenever Augusto got a new girlfriend, I would do whatever I could to ruin their relationship. But ever since Augusto became an adult and started living on his own, keeping an eye on him has gotten difficult. I almost let him marry you, a woman that came out of nowhere. That doesn't explain why you can just write marriage papers like this. Oh, don't worry. I already made a valid reason. What? You made one? Augusto told you that he would be sleeping at a colleague's house yesterday, right? You see, he actually slept at my house. Huh? When I found out that he was going to marry you, I panicked and thought that I had to ruin the marriage. I quit my old job and got a new job at Augusto's office 3 months ago. It was 4 months ago that I went to his parents' house and saw you, right? Yep, that's right. I was so lucky that his company was looking to hire, though. Not only that, but the type of work is the same also, so everything went smoothly. I rented an apartment near the office and gradually set my plan into motion, getting close to Augusto as his colleague. And last night, I was finally able to bring him into my room. After that, we spent a wonderful night together. He was next to me when I woke up this morning. So you're talking about what happened after the drinking party at the office, right? So you brought Augusto, who was drunk, into your room? Well, I guess he was drunk, but... When did you write the marriage papers? Last night. I made him sign it in the heat of things. In the heat of things? You know, After we finished round 1 and he was anxious to get on with round 2. The writing is a bit messy because of that, but nothing's wrong and it's legible, so... After that, I spent the whole night being aggressively made love to by Augusto. He even told me, "You're amazing, Vale. I love you." This is proof that he wants to marry me more than you, right? Now all we have to do is turn in those papers. All right. I can't just believe what you say, so I'll ask Augusto about it as well. Fine, be my guest. Oh, that reminds me. As proof of our love, I also sent you an audio recording of Augusto saying, "I love you" to me, and pictures of us together. Augusto?
Oh, hey, Rosetta. I was just going to text you about the meeting for the wedding ceremony. I'm going to be a bit late, so you can go ahead and start with the planner without me.
Is it true that you wrote marriage papers with Vale? Apparently the colleague whose house you were going to sleep in yesterday was Vale. No?
What do you know about that?
I see. I take your reply as meaning that it's true.
What? Were you spying on me or something?
Not really. Let's just say that the information was leaked to me and I decided to ask you about it directly.
What?
In your case, it's easier to just ask you directly than to spy on you. It looks like that was the case this time as well.
I didn't know you and Valley had exchanged contact information. Oh, I get it. Do you have an acquaintance at my office or something? Speaking of which, my company hires people from the university you went to every year, right? Damn it. To think that it would have been leaked from somewhere I never would have expected.
You've got who leaked the information to me wrong, but the biggest problem right now is... Why did you write marriage papers with this valet of yours? I thought I was your fiancé.
Come on, don't take this so seriously. She's an old friend and we were just messing around. Yeah, I slept over at Valley's house yesterday, but that's it, I swear. The marriage papers are just a joke. I have them right now, but we're not actually going to turn them in, so...
You're terrible at making excuses.
Come on, don't tell me you don't believe me. It was just a joke between friends, you know? There's no hidden meaning to it, so no need to get angry.
Either way, I'm not in the mood right now to have a meeting for our wedding ceremony, so I'm going to tell the planner to cancel it.
Yeah, sure. You don't seem quite calm right now, so I guess it can't be helped. I'll wait until you calm down. Bye.
I just turned in the marriage papers. Sorry, ex-fiancé. What? You already turned them in? Things like this should be taken care of as soon as possible, right? We thought you'd give up when we turned them in too, so... Huh. I mean, I lost all the love I had for Augusto when I saw those disgusting pictures you sent me. Looks like those pictures of us making love are effective, huh? Well, that's the situation. So would you please leave the house you're currently living in? What, you mean this apartment? Yes. I know that you crawled into Augusto's apartment after you two got engaged. I'm his wife now starting from today, so that house is me and Augusto's property now. So hurry up and leave, will you? By today. Sorry for interrupting you while you seem to be having so much fun, but I bought this room with a loan. Augusto didn't pay a single cent for it. What? It was before we got engaged that I bought it, by the way, so too bad for you, I guess. What? You're lying, right? That apartment isn't a high-rise condo, but an apartment at a place like that is sure to cost a lot, even if it was already used. It was new when I bought it. No way. But it must have cost around $50,000 when you bought it, right? I'm impressed at your knowledge because it's just as you say. Just what exactly do you do for a living? Oh, you didn't get Augusto to tell you that? Just tell me. You know W Corporations, right? Oh yeah, of course. It's our company's most important business partner. I'm the CEO of W Corporations. Huh? Huh? Are you kidding me? I started my own business 7 years ago, and thanks to the help of a lot of people, it's now grown to its current size. Well, my marriage is a private affair, so don't worry. I'm not going to do anything that will affect our companies. Well, I guess it would be bad for us if you used your position as the CEO of W Corporations, but it's not as easy as that, isn't it?
Hey, Rosetta, have you calmed down yet? What are we going to do about the meeting you canceled? We need to schedule another meeting soon, or it's going to be inconvenient for us later.
Oh, so Vale didn't tell you anything yet?
Huh? You're still talking about those marriage papers? I told you, it was just a joke made between old friends. I'll get them back from Vale and get rid of them in front of you if you want.
I told your parents that Augusto was going to marry another woman.
What?
Oh, you're not going to marry another woman, but you already did get married, right?
Huh?
You see, the person who told me about the marriage papers was Vale herself.
She's the one who told you?
Yep. She was kind enough to send me a copy, alongside with pictures of you two in bed and an audio recording of you saying you loved her. I used that as proof of your adultery and sent it to your parents' house. I'm sure they'll see it as a valid enough reason for me not wanting to get married anymore.
Seriously?
I'll send your stuff that's in my house to your parents' house as well.
Hold on. What are you trying to say?
Ask Vale about the details, not me.
Wait, so those marriage papers were...
Ask Vale. I can't be bothered anymore to explain it to you.
Rosetta!
Don't come to this house anymore, and don't show yourself to me ever again. Soon after that, Augusto found out that Vale had turned in the marriage papers to the city hall and fell to his knees, not knowing what to say. But it was just a joke, he shouted eventually. I seriously had no idea what he was trying to do, so I just canceled the marriage and made him pay an alimony without hesitation. Like I said to Vale, I didn't let this incident affect the business of our companies, but it looks like the impact of a marriage between the former fiancé of W Corporation's CEO and the woman who stole him from her was quite large. And both Augusto and Vale voluntarily resigned from their jobs. Eventually, the two started talking about divorce. Apparently, Augusto never actually wanted to get married to Vale, and his initial bewilderment gradually turned into resentment towards her. Vale, on the other hand, loved Augusto, and although Augusto didn't love her in return, she stubbornly refused to get divorced. But it was suddenly revealed that Vale was pregnant, and so their parents, who now ignored how the two of them met because they could now only think about their soon-to-be-born grandchild, also began to oppose the divorce. Thus Augusto, whose face had gone permanently pale, had nowhere left to run. Vale, on the other hand, was forced to acknowledge the fact that Augusto didn't love him. There's no need for me to say that this was an unhappy marriage.